And this is the ones that Roxy Creation creates. She does it like this, where there's a piece of vellum that's placed in there. She uses book pages and stuff like that. I thought, why not try and use something with a pretty floral background? And as you can see, it shows right through. And I wanted something like that because it shows elderberries and see if I can get it to see. It says elder, and you know. Anyways, the reason why I want to do this is for my gypsy journal. That's why I created this one. So I want to make a couple of them on this video. Hopefully this camera doesn't die, and hopefully I don't fill up my memory card because I only have one. So things that I have here that I was going to use. This is the collage paper that I still yet to use because I'm saving it for spring. I made it for spring, and unfortunately I didn't get to use it because I forgot about it sitting up there. All it is paper. This is my own type of stenciling. All I did was, if you watch the video on this, how I collaged this, I love it the way I did it because it looks like it's like a quilt. I don't know if you can see the diamond shapes. Anyways, I was trying to kind of like make a quilt look to it. But this right here is just a doily, a regular fabric doily that was crocheted, probably by my grandmother. But I laid it out and I placed the paper on top, and then I went over it with one of these because they're harder and stiffer. And this is a piece of felt, and it's harder. And I just pressed real hard over it, held it down, and pressed real hard, and it makes the pattern come through. That's what I did with the butterfly. If you didn't see that when I did a page out of the journal. Anyways, I have this. I was thinking about using this. This is something I got at the resale store, and all it is an origami, but it's an origami paper. And I thought, this is kind of thin, maybe it would work, I don't know. So I thought I'd take it out anyways and maybe try and use it. Hopefully it works. There's that, and this kind of paper, and I also pulled out, and here's my vellum. So you'll need vellum. Here's some decorative vellum it's by Tim Holtz, and this one's called Wallflower. I'm sorry, Wallflower. So I'm gonna put this down here for now. I have all these. These are the too small. I don't want to use that. So if I use any, it would be one of these. This is another one that's like this. I mean, you can use them if you're wanting a really tiny window, because this has got to have at least your finger sizes on each side to fold over. So it would probably end up being a real skinny one, and I don't see the purpose of that unless you use one like this. And then you would get one maybe that small. Well, about that small. So I'm not going to use those. I feel the urge to sneeze, y'all. I'm sorry if I do. I always stifle my sneezes, especially when I'm working, because I don't want to sneeze on my projects, you know? So, okay, I do like this area right here. I like this area. I just don't like wasting a large amount of it. I do like right here. That's pretty. Oh, I love that. That's pretty. Maybe I'll use that one. Oh, I like that. Like this. I actually like this. Okay, so we're going to use that one. Pull that one out. Being gentle so I don't rip it. You know, like rip it really bad. Okay, and I'm going to leave this one out because it's already ripped out, and besides, I like this. So, okay, that one. Put that up. Okay, this is what I was going to grab. Put my cover back on. Again, this one is by Tim Holtz. Ideology is what you'll look up. And it's called Wallflower. Wallflower. I keep saying wildflower. Okay. And then I have this. This I got at the resale store for $1.99. Probably a little bit cheaper. But I want to see what I have in the background back there that might be usable. I'm trying to find where it opens. Oh, it's opening in the front this time. I must have already took it out and looked at it. And then put it in upside down. Oh, these are just little cards. That one. Oh, I like that. Okay. Okay, so I'll put this over here. So we have all this. We can use book pages too if you choose to. I do have an old book, but I think that old book will not work. There it is. It's called Bible Stories. It's a 1941 book, but the only thing is it's got beautiful caramelization going on. I mean, it is so, if you could see it in person, it is so pretty. Look at that. And it's very fragile. Very fragile. And that is legit caramelization going on there. It is a very old book. It's not as old as some that like Roxy has or Rachel has, because she's in a country where they have like, oh, what was that? Where'd it go? There it is. What is that? Piece of grass. I'm not joking. It was a piece of grass. That's strange. Anyways, yeah, I could use it because it's probably really old. But anyways, I tried taking a few pages out of this, and they're real brittle. So they won't work. And I seen this one because of the flowers, and I went with it for that one. I'm going to try that one again. I like this page here. Oh, I like that one better. It's not as yellowed as this one is. I like that one too. I like the ones that's more plain like that, because it gives more room for the flowers to be seen and not like crowded. Because ones like, let's see, ones like these are too busy. There's too many in there to see. You know what I mean? I like them when they're just simple. So I'm going to pull this one out. Now, it's hard to get a bigger picture, you know, or a bigger pocket than you want when it comes to this kind of paper. This is the size I got. So, just saying. Now, what I did, number one, you got to find the piece that you want and then estimate how big you want your pocket. And remember to leave at least a finger size. If your fingers are bigger than mine, it's up to you. I have a little tiny hands. At least that's what I'm told. So I put my finger like this, and I figured this from here, and then estimate how big I want the pocket. So I'd say right about to here. So I'm going to lay my finger down, and right to there is where I'm going to mark it. Of course, I need to make sure it's at the end and not at the top. I need to measure with it in the corner so it's not cattywampus. And we have an even. There we go. So I'm going to put the line here. And that's where I'm going to cut that one. Sorry about that. I know that was loud when it landed. And I want to go ahead and cut these. And this stuff will stay here. I'm not going to use this because it's real thin. I already have enough right here. But I do want to cut a piece of this as well. My only issue is the other side. It looks like that. So it's not going to be as pretty. You'd have to decorate it. You know, the edges when you fold it over and you glue it down like that. You'd have to decorate this with something to make it look pretty, you know. And I could do that. I can. So I'm going to probably go ahead and cut where this is already measured to right here. So this is where I'm going to cut. I don't know why I'm marking that one. I can just cut it. I hope everybody's fine today. Hope you had a great weekend. There we go, right there. Okay, I'm going to finally get to use my collage paper. This was done with tissue paper, if you're wondering. I'm going to do where this square is. I'm going to just square it off, just the way it is. I'm going to use the flat side. If y'all hear dogs barking, I'm sorry. My dogs, they tend to bark a lot. See? Told you. I don't know why they're being like that. I'm just going to cut this flat. Like that. The husband probably had to go take his shower because he goes to work tonight. He goes back to work, I mean. See, I don't know. That does not look flat like it should be, like perfect edged. It is. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the vellum where I want it to be cut. Get that done. Okay, I wanted this. No, I wanted this. I like them both. So you know what? I'm going to cut that right there. It doesn't mean I'm going to use the whole piece, because the vellum is just your window. That's all it is. It is just your window. Okay, I want this. I'm going to cut this way. Sorry about that, y'all. I really don't know why the dogs are barking. There we go. Okay. Yeah, because it'll go this way. I like that. I really like that one. It's really cool how he did those. Even though I could do those with vellum too, you can too. Vellum, my printer doesn't have a problem with vellum as much as it does like trace paper. I have to really find a way to leverage the trace paper down so it doesn't grab it and start tearing it all to smithereens, you know. Okay, there's that one. Okay, we're only going to make a few. Now, okay, I need to put the vellum up here because I don't want to cut them until I'm ready to use them, until I have my little squares done. Okay, and then there's this. You can use your ruler if you want to. I want to get a flat area. So I'm going to go right about here. Up there. I want a flat space right here. Take that off. And remember, even if you've got this white, see how it went at an angle? I don't understand why it's doing that. There we go. That's better. Even if you have the white, it doesn't matter because you can color that with your ink. Make it the same width as that side over there. There we go. Okay, and I'm not going to need it as long, so it depends on how long I need it to be. Okay, so if my vellum is going to be here and here, and I want it to be here. Okay. I'm just going to cut that right about where I marked out with my thumb. Might be a little smaller than I expected it to be. But see, as you can see, see, you can see the edging is still there, you know. That's okay. You can always colorize that if you want to, or, you know, ink it. So let's go ahead, and I want to get at least 2 done before this cuts me off. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to fold this in. I don't know why I'm doing that one heavy. There's the dog again. I don't know why they do that. Just out of the blue. They act like somebody's at the door. Trust me, if somebody's at that door, I'd know it. Because the door's right here, near me. I almost think they hear me in here, and that's why they're barking. That's probably why. I don't know why that's doing that. There's a hard piece right there of, what do you call it? Of decoupage, not decoupage, whatever you call that, Mod Podge. It hasn't come out of my mind yet. And see, I don't like how that's doing. Oh wait, I messed up. It's supposed to go inwards. My bad, my bad, my bad. I did that the wrong way. Because Rachel, she focuses on the edges. I focus on the back. I want that to come through and be seen. There we go. Now I gotta fold that over that spot again. And it's really hard to get it to flatten out. Now, I'm going to fold this upwards as well, so I can get my pocket to the right size that I want it to be. Need to keep looking at the camera to make sure that it's not cutting off. Okay, now the way she showed, I didn't think of it that way, because she does hers totally different than I do. I like her idea of cutting this. She cuts it here. And let Let me bring you down so you can see. Okay, she cuts here, like here's the line. She comes right across where that is, cuts right to it, and over here she goes at an angle, like that. So that's what we're going to do on this corner too. On the side, you want to go straight. And on the corner, on the bottom, you want to come at the angle. Like that. So, okay. Now we're going to fold those in. And we're going to push this up over. And then we're going to glue all of it together. But first, we need to get our piece of vellum. This was from the other piece, so that was perfect fit for this. Didn't have to do much there. That's a good thing. So I need to cut my vellum. Don't worry if it does not fit, like if it's smaller than the inside. No one's going to notice that, because you'll see why in just a second. Because once I cut this, they won't see how yours is too skinny for the area, you know? Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my little hole at the top. Or not my hole, but my thumb thing. Oh, forget. Vellum is really hard to cut. I did just a second ago. I don't know why it's having issues now. Trying to do it quick and it's still doing it. Oh, come on, thing. Now behave. Behave! Maybe I'm doing the wrong side. I don't know why my dog is doing that. She's being a butthead. Okay, as you can see, it didn't look all pretty, but that's okay. This is what it used to look like when I had no cutter, so I'm okay with that. Now this is how it'll look. I'm trying to get this done. And see how you can see the darkness, which is pretty. Brings it through. You can see the pretty pink underneath. I think that's really cute. Oh, sorry. Forgot. There we go. But yeah, you can see everything. Now we just need to glue it down. I really don't understand why the dog is going crazy. Unless there's a cat out back, which is a big, big possibility. Our neighbor has a cat and his name is Tiger. Sweetheart cat. I love him to death. And so does the dog. She wants to love him to death, alright, you know. She likes her cats in her house. She does not like another cat in her yard. You know, I guess that's the way a dog is. I got something I need to cut before I fold this over, because I see that I didn't cut low enough. There we go. Okay, and this comes up and over. And get it to lay flat, because it's Mod Podged, so it's more rubbery than anything. Gotta keep looking up so I don't forget. And there is this one made. He's trying to pull back up. I went to a little too low, too late now, but I can cut that if I need to. It's not a big deal. And there's that one. Now, I can embellish this. I can do all kinds of cool things to it. I'm just going to give it some pink around it because there's pink inside of it. Where is the pink? I think this one was my... Is it my pink? I don't know. I can't find my pink. I need a piece of paper to test it on. Yeah, it's the pink. Okay. And all I'm going to do is just edge the edges. Just like this. Just like that, and it looks really cute that way. You can also put flowers on the edges of it and make it even look cuter. I want to add a flower to it though. I do want to do that. So I need a pale flower. So we can finish this one before the camera ends it. Hopefully it doesn't. I know I have pale ones, real pale pink. I like that one. That one's pretty. Come on, take it out of the way. Okay. And that'll go there. Hopefully I do this before my camera ends, y'all. I want to do mask making with y'all, but that means I would have to cut my video down, and it's not quite that easy for me. Okay. I rub mine down because that way it holds it down better. I do that with anything, with my envelopes. Anytime I use tape, I always press, and it gets rid of air pockets. It makes it adhere better. And instead of cutting it, I'm just going to bring it around because it's going to get glued down anyways into a pocket, so why not? I'm going to do this, makes it easier. And there we go. So I have the original that I was going to that I started with, and then here is the cutest one of all that I did. And it turned out really well, and when it's pressed down, you'll see the pretty flowers underneath. And that one looks really cute, just as is. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. My camera cut off on me. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the video here. I put everything out so that you can see it. This is how they will turn out for you if you use plain vellum or if you use decorative vellum. And you can use all kinds of things as your background for your paper. Again, go over to Roxy Creations. She actually has, it's called see-through, I think, pockets. But you can find it there, how to make this. I just want to do kind of like a little small mass make of this because I really like these. Because I made something similar to this as well, and that's the reason why I did it. But I like hers better, so that's why I made a whole bunch of hers. Again, you can find it at Roxy Creation on YouTube. Her name is Rachel. Give her a shout out. Tell her that Patty over at Crafting Patty sent you. That would be very helpful for my channel too, to let them know that, you know, I'm out here, you know, crafting too. So anyways, thank you for watching, and subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to know whenever I'm making and when I'm doing a live video or whenever I'm just recording and posting them like this. I like these better because they're clearer for you. You can see them better and everything. It's just they're only 30 minutes long, and I have to fuse them together to make one video out of them. And that's time consuming. It really is. And I don't have the editing tools, so I have to use what I have, and it's really hard to do. And I have an old computer that wants to kill over. It does blue screening and everything whenever I put too much on it. And having 3 videos that are 30 minutes a piece makes it really, you know. So anyways, thank you for watching. And hit the bell notification. Hit the subscribe notification, you know, little button. Hit the like button. And share the videos with others that you are like-minded with, like this, so that we can keep our creative, you know, community together, because we're all, you know, just in this together. We just like to do this thing. This is beautiful, and that's why I like doing it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to hush up now. Y'all have a great day. Bye. Happy crafting.